What's going on YouTube? Sam Explains here, and today we are going to be doing another showcase. I don't really know what to label this as. I guess you could label it as like a weapon showcase slash low investment Descendant builds, whatever you want to label it as. We did one with the Thunder Cage. It's basically what we're going to do is clear all the hard bosses or all the solo hard bosses. So that would be the first 5 bosses. And what we do is we take a max gun and then we clear it. So we're going to see the damage output, see how much the Gregs can do. So we're going to be doing the Greg's Reverse Fate today. And I did this with my last video, which was Enduring Legacy, and I only used 2 mods. I did Supply Moisture and Increase HP. There were a couple people that said it was only doable because Supply Moisture gives you like crit chance and overall increasing your damage output consistently, which is true. However, you can absolutely do it without, if you have a fully max Enduring Legacy, you don't need Supply Moisture. It's just kind of like a added bonus. So if you don't have it, and you did have Enduring Legacy, you could absolutely down the first 5 hard bosses in solo, no problem. You don't need Supply Moisture. Like, absolutely, you don't need it. So, of course, it'll slow down your clear times a little bit without it, but I like throwing something on or boosting my gun in some form. So, if you've noticed, that's why we are using Gley. I didn't want to use the Supply Moisture Valby build again, just because I don't want to do the same thing over and over and over. So, today, we are going to be doing the clear with Gley, and the reason why we do it with Gley is because her Q gives us increased firearm attack, so we are just going to use one ability on Gley with our gun to boost it up a little bit, and the only mod we are going to be using is increased HP. So as far as the stats on the gun, it is not perfect. I got the 3 stats that I wanted, however the 4th ideally would want to be like firearm attack or something like that, but I just ran out of resources, so I couldn't re-roll it. We're just gonna roll with firearm crit rate, it's whatever. And for the reactor, I just equipped whatever reactor I had on for the Greg's Reverse Fate. We're not gonna be using any additional damage to Colossus reactors, because honestly, I just don't have one for Greg's and I don't feel like farming it. So for the external components, we are going to be using exactly the same ones we used last time. It is going to be double max HP, another max HP, and then we're going to do a double defense and then another max HP. So these are going to be the overall stats. Keep in mind, this is just with 1 Descendant mod on. If you do choose to do this with more Descendant mods on, these stats are going to change like tremendously. However, this is just kind of like a showcase where I'm just trying to show if the max guns can down the hard bosses. And obviously, I did this with Thunder Cage. I did it with Enduring Legacy. So now we're going to do it with Greg's. Let's just hop into it. And for the build, this is what we are going to be looking like. Keep in mind for the toxic enhancement, you can catalyst this if you want to throw on electric enhancement. However, it's completely up to you. I did not want to waste another catalyst, so I just threw on toxic enhancement. I did do some research and look around, and this is the majority agreed upon build. This is pretty much Moxie's build, as well as, forgive me if I butcher his name, Mayu. He broke it down. He did a really great video describing the weapon breakdown and exactly why the build is the way it is. So if you're interested in that, he's another smaller content creator, Miyu, and he does a really good job of explaining. And this is going to be the build. We are going to be running the normal blue mods that's pretty much on every gun: better concentration, rifling reinforcement, action and reaction, concentration priority, fire rate up, have aiming, and then we are stacking our weak point damage. So we're going to get 75% weak point damage with this build, and Greg's inflicts a burn on the bombardment, so that's why we have fire conductor on. It's going to give us some increased attack percent. So this slot already comes with the Greg's once you craft it, so I didn't want to catalyst again to like min-max it, but you guys can change it up however you want to do it. I just wanted to go over the build. And if you do plan to use this gun, I highly recommend you go to your gameplay tab and you turn the change fire mode on. What this is going to do, instead of you having to permanently click in that burst fire mode, you just hold down whatever your trigger is and it'll just keep firing over you having to just like keep spamming and spamming and spamming. It's very useful, so definitely If you plan on using this gun, I would highly recommend you change this on. Let's go ahead and jump into it and see how this gun performs. So the first guy we are going to fight is Executioner. Now he is strong to fire, so this guy might be a little bit more of a pain in the ass, but we'll have to see just how fast we down him with a fully maxed out Greg's. Alright, so the only thing we're going to be doing here is popping our Q for the increased firearm attack, and then as you can see, all I have on is increased HP. We're not going to use any Transcendent mods this time like Supply Moisture, just to make it a little bit more difficult, and let's just see what this gun can do. Alright, so I'm going to start off just attacking his weak points. Damage seems pretty solid. Seems like we are also getting a lot of bombardments. Though, it seems like he does move a lot, so... It definitely... It nukes when he stays still, but yeah. If he's, like, moving, a lot of the bombardments miss. But look at this damage. That's actually really good damage, especially with only having, like, nothing boosting it except Gley's first ability. That's, like, really good. Alright, and then... Generally, you want to wait for him to fire his laser beam at you so you can just light his ass up, but I was killing the mob, so I didn't see him do it. So it's going to be this ability right here. Roll to the left, you get to shoot his back for free. This gun is kind of hard to aim because it has reduced aiming on it. There we go, we got him. So we're just going to keep lighting him up. And this does have weak point damage on it, so you do want to keep attacking those weak points for sure. So I'm going to attack his chest here. And he should be dropping pretty soon. Hopefully he doesn't immune right. Oh man. It's okay, we should be able to kill him right here. Oh, I just need to hit him. Oh, I just need to hit him one more time, man. Alright, well... That's unlucky, but it is what it is. This is still pretty good damage for sure. Alright, and then there we go. So that was like a minute and a half. Not bad at all, considering we have no Descendant mods on boosting our damage. We're not using spells, except for Gley's one ability to give us a little bit of attack and penetration. If you did have something on like Supply Moisture, or how, I mean, you know, of course, if you were also weaving in abilities, if you were on like a spellcaster while you were shooting, it would clear even faster. But considering all we have on is just the Greg's and one Descendant mod, a minute and a half is actually really good. Alright, next up we're gonna do Dead Bride. So this one's cool because it's weak to fire, and of course Greg's is a fire gun from the bombardment, so this one should kind of pump. The only thing really I'm concerned about with this fight is her weak points are like pretty small, so like once she does her ice dome thing on her hands, and this gun has like a lot of recoil with this build, so we'll have to see how that works out. So yeah, we're just gonna aim for her shoulders. The gun pulls up a lot when you shoot it. I'm sure if I practice more with it, I could like get the hang of it, but I just finished it the other day, so. Gonna go ahead and clear out these ads, just so they don't gang up on me. And we'll just go back to shooting her shoulders. Nice, she got staggered. And we'll just keep lighting her up. Alright, she's gonna phase, and then, yeah, she's gonna do her I think I might die here. Maybe? No, I'm good. I do need to get some ammo and health, though. I should have looted them. I'm just gonna go ahead and die on purpose to reset my ammo and health. Pop our Q ability, get the buff, and then we need to kill these things on her hand. There we go. She got her ice dome off, so that's unfortunate, but if I run over here, she should teleport to me. And we're just gonna keep lighting her up. After we get her shield down, she should start taking like pretty big chunks of damage. I'm just gonna aim for her chest. Just trying to dodge her abilities while I shoot her. One thing with this gun is the bombardment is definitely hard to hit when they're moving. Like, for sure. How did that hit me from all the way over there? Well, we just want to keep shooting her hands here. I'm just going to die here again. You get 3 chances, so it doesn't really matter. Like, if you die, it really doesn't matter as long as you don't die 3 times. And there we go. We got her. And we should kill her here because... Yeah, there we go. She's taking a shit ton of damage now. So then let's just wipe her out. There we go. So this is going to be a 2-minute and 56-second clear. It wasn't the perfect run, but considering all we have on is increased HP, it's pretty good, I'd say. We're going to go into Devourer. This is everybody's favorite boss because he's pretty easy to kill, so I suspect that the Gregs is probably going to do pretty good damage on him. Alright, let's pop our Q ability, and we will just go in there. This is why I always stress to you guys to invest in your gun before you invest in your Descendant, because the gun is just the bread and butter. Of course, if you're going for like a Viesa or Lepic one-shot build in that situation, it would be better to invest in the Descendant, but at least on guns, you can use whatever you want. So we're just going to keep attacking at his weak points, and... yeah, Devourer is like one of those bosses that's like pretty easy. I got hit there. Hopefully I kill him before... yeah, there we go. Okay, so there we go. That's Devourer with Max Gregs. We did kill him before he goes immune. However, if he did not go immune, he would spawn these poison orbs, and you would either need to use your spells or run into the dome and kill them. It will heal him. So that's pretty much how you would do this fight. But I killed him too fast, so I couldn't show you guys. But I show it in the Enduring Legacy and Thundercage video. So if you're curious, you can just go watch that. Then we have Hard Pyromaniac. This one is going to be difficult because he is very strong against fire damage, and since we're only using the Gregs with a buff from Gley's first ability without Descendant mods on, it's probably he's going to be resistant to our damage, but we'll get through it. This probably isn't going to be a speed clear, but we'll see how it does. All right, we're just going to start off here, of course, attacking his weak points. I'll go for the left shoulder because he tends to lift up his gun a lot and it blocks me. So we're just going to keep lighting him here. Dodge this for sure. It does quite a bit of damage. I'm just going to be a little greedy here and just keep going for his shoulders. Now we can clear the ads. I'll go ahead and get some. He goes immune. I want to get some HP and ammo. And okay, he jumps. So just jump over that. This is the same thing as Executioner. He is going to fire a beam at you, and then you want to roll to the left. Kind of happy you spawned these, because I don't like being this low on HP. Alright, there is his beam attack. I didn't time that correctly, so I didn't get that much damage. But it's okay. Then he also has some weak points on his legs, so that's what I'm going to aim for next. Where is it here? Yeah, there it is. Nice. So we're just going to light this up, and we need to get the other leg. This one's kind of harder to see, but so far so good. I mean, it's not like a speed run or anything, but it's pretty solid damage. Alright, we are going to kill these hummingbirds for sure, and then we'll aim for his chest. Goes immune again. Shoot his back. Hopefully he fires this laser beam at me. Jump over that. Yeah, here we go. Nice. Ooh, 2 times in a row. I should break it here. There we go. Yeah. Nice, that's huge. Then I'm just gonna keep aiming for his chest, because that is his weak point, or one of them. There we go. It's okay if you die, it doesn't matter. You get 3 chances. Pop that for the increased HP, or not HP, the increased attack. And yeah, stay still, please. There we go. So 2 minutes and what did that say? 7:17. So 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Is my math correct there? I think it is. So yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. I think actually this one was quicker than the Enduring Legacy one, which is actually pretty interesting. But I suppose I was using Supply Moisture on Valby, and I'm using Gley's first ability on this, so I don't know the math behind it, but that's actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. For max Gregs and just no mods on, that's pretty good. Alright, next we got Swamp Walker. Honestly, this is the one that I am least looking forward to because the recoil on this gun is kind of nutty. Alright, we're gonna wait for him to come down and then we're gonna go ahead and attack his weak points. The most annoying thing about this boss is when he goes immune, you have to kill all of the things on his legs, and it is extremely annoying when you have a small like mag gun because you just have to, it takes like a whole clip almost to kill it. That's why the Enduring Legacy is so good on this boss, or really any gun with like a really big max size would be really good for Swamp Walker because you can just like kill his legs really quickly. Gregs isn't going to be that great at doing it, I don't think, but we'll have to just wait and see and do what we can. Alright, we're going to kill his ads and we are going to unfrenzy because I want to get this health bonus. There we go. And then I'm going to pop it again and we will just go ahead and keep working on his legs. This is one of the most annoying bosses in the game, in my opinion. I do not like fighting this guy. Like, even when I have a Enduring Legacy on with a big mag size, like, sure, it's easier, but to me, this is just such an annoying fight. You might feel differently, but yeah, I think this fight is like really lame, but it's okay. Alright, I'm just gonna kill these. I don't like having to deal with it, and then we're just gonna go right back to shooting him. And I need to crack that. There we go. And then now we'll just rinse and repeat until he dies. Nice. Alright, and then we need to nuke him here because this is our biggest damage from the bombardment because he's not moving. Alright, he goes immune again. Let's go ahead and shoot out his legs, clear out the ads. Oh my goodness, they spawned right on top of me. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and kill them. Alright, and then we're just gonna attack his legs. I can't see anything, man. There we go. That move right there is so ridiculous, by the way. It like auto tracks you. You pretty much have to like hide behind a wall, or like every missile is going to hit you. It's okay if we die here, though, because we get 3 chances, but I would like to kill the last... Yeah, there we go. Nice. Yeah, it's okay if we die. It's okay. We get 3 chances, so no biggie. And we'll just keep working them down. Looks like he is going to frenzy again. There we go. And we'll have to shoot out his legs one more time. Honestly, I knew Gregs wouldn't be that great of a weapon on this fight, but it is what it is. We just gotta do with what we got. Got hit by that. This bombardment thing is crazy, by the way. Just, if you get lucky, it like procs so much. Alright, and then we'll just keep working them down. Honestly, Swamp Walker sucks with the Gregs. I'm just gonna say it. It's actually way better, I'm sure, if you have like a built-up Descendant, but just the gun, it's, this is like definitely one of the slower runs. I could have just played it bad, though. Maybe I could do it quicker, but there we go. And that's going to be all of the hard solo bosses. So the reason I don't continue, honestly, I would if I could, but it doesn't let you solo after this. So after the first 5, after the first 5, like let's say I wanted to do Obstructor, Frostwalker, or Molten, like I can only go in public, which kind of defeats the purpose of like showcasing just the gun by itself with like maybe a little help from like a Descendant stat boost or something. You could absolutely do this however you want. There is a couple ways you could do it. You could do Sharon with her, here, I'll go ahead and show the mods. Usually you want to put on something that like complements the gun. So for example, with Enduring Legacy, I put on Supply Moisture, so I could get extra crit rate, therefore I get more damage. You could also do something like, with Sharon, you could do Battlesuit Melting Rounds. This basically gives you a defense shred on her 3 ability. I think it's her 3 ability. You could do it with that, or of course, Supply Moisture. You could also do Enzo's Supply Firearm Enhancer. This is just, I'm kind of just like thinking of this off the top of my head, but those are some things you could do to boost the damage. Like this one, it gives you weak point damage and crit rate. So you could probably do that. If you were just trying to have fun and do like a budget Descendant build just for the lulz, you could do something like that and just try to increase the power of the guns. I wanted to do this run without any Transcendent mods because when I did that on Enduring Legacy, people, not everybody, like 99% of the people were like chill with it, but there were a couple of people that were like, oh, it's only because you have Supply Moisture on, which just is simply not true. You could definitely, like with the maxed Enduring Legacy, you could absolutely down all the bosses using only a couple mods on your Descendant without Supply Moisture. It's not needed. I mean, if you have a max Enduring Legacy, it's good enough. And that's kind of the whole premise. Like a max gun is going to be able to carry you through fights, but you could just make it like way easier by throwing on like a Transcendent mod that boosts the damage, or use a Descendant obviously and just weave your spells in and stuff like that. This is more of just like a damage. Like I said, it's like a damage showcase slash budget Descendant build slash whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I have fun doing these, and then it's just kind of like a limit test, I guess you would say, like how much can I budget without not being able to clear the content is basically what it is. And yeah, so I think guns are just the bread and butter, and then investing in Descendants after that is just gonna clear up the speed time. But honestly, with just Max Greg's on and then Gley's first ability, I think it did pretty solid damage. We struggled a little bit on Swamp Walker, but it's not really that big of a deal. I mean, still downed him in like a few minutes. So yeah, that is going to be the Greg showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know a lot of you guys like the past couple videos I did, so I figured I'd just make this into like a video series where I go through each one of the legendary guns and see how long it takes for us to down the hard bosses with almost no Descendant mods on. I think it's pretty fun. You know, we're waiting for season 1 to drop, so this definitely helps me pass the time, and it also gives me a reason to max out my guns. That's actually why it took me a few days to come out with this video, because I had to like fully catalyst this and then of course farm the copies. The good thing about this compared to the Enduring Legacy is you can farm the Greg's copies like pretty easily. You can farm them in normal. They have pretty high drop percentages, so it shouldn't be that bad of a farm unless you just get like really unlucky. But if you put the time into maxing this gun, I think it absolutely is worth it. This gun is pretty crazy, and I think it only gets better the higher your investment with your Descendant goes. So I think it's overall a really good gun. I would place this at the top with Enduring Legacy for sure. That is going to be it for the showcase. So if you guys did enjoy the content, if you want to see more like this, go ahead and click that sub button if you are so inclined. If not, it's all good. I am Sam Explays. I hope you guys have a good one. If you have any questions, as always, you can drop them in the comments. I am having a lot of fun doing these like budget Descendant builds with a maxed weapon. I think it's pretty fun, to be honest. It just takes a while to build these up. The next one we could do is like Nazestra's Devotion. This one would be a little bit more difficult though, because it's like a weak point damage gun. So you like use it to destroy the weak points and then swap out to a different gun. But I mean, I don't know, just for fun, we could see if we could down all the hard bosses just using Nazestra's and Sharon. I think that would be kind of fun. Let me know what you guys want to see. Anyways, y'all take care. I am Sam Explays. Thanks so much for the support. Y'all have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and take care.